I'm a fucking hooligan, but I be trying to keep the peace. It ain't shit to jump back in the field. Big bro, pass me some cleats. Goofy bitch, time about we rich. I asked her, who the fuck is we? Girl, this shit for my OG and all the guys who stuffing me. I'm a fucking hooligan, but I be trying to keep the peace. It ain't shit to jump back in the field. Big bro, pass me some cleats. Goofy bitch, time about we rich. I asked her, who the fuck is we? Girl, this shit for my OG
this
and all
weekend.
the guys who stuffing me.
So I had to drop an episode because we got a few things to chat about. So let's get into it. This will be short and sweet. And that's about it. So let's go. So for this episode, we just have a few things to chat about. We got the draft lottery and the draft. Then we're going to quickly touch on rule changes, league punishments, all that fun stuff. And then last, we will be unveiling our new league positions. All right. Lots of exciting stuff there to talk about. New people coming into the fold for our first ever hooligan committee. So get ready. Let's get into it. So first order of business is draft lottery. Pretty much the same as what we've been doing. The only thing that is changing is our venue. We are no longer at the Coke 0400. We are at the FedEx St. Jude Championship. It's a big event for the PGA Championship. Top 70 golfers are in it. So it is similar to the Coke Zero, that it's one of the final events of the year. Lots of big names in the event. And that's about it. Your golfer will determine your draft order. I was really leaning towards doing that. We'll pick our own draft spots based on that order, but it's just another thing that I have to do. And I'm about to sign a lease for a new apartment. There's a weekend I'm planning. Work is crazy. And that's just another thing that I need to think about. And while there were more people in favor of it than against it, it wasn't like some wildly popular thing to do. So no need to complicate it. Whatever place your golfer comes in, that will be your draft spot. So to do this, we'll do it exactly like we've done in the past as well. We'll be using the 100-yard rush. Everyone will randomly get a football player, and this will determine who your golfers are. Pretty straightforward. Let me jump into that. Okay, so here we are. We got the race UI set up. I'm going to go in here. We have everyone's names in here. I'm going to shuffle it a bunch of times so that you can see people are getting mixed up. We will do 53 for the amount of tutties that Drake May is going to throw this year. Nobody has a higher chance of winning. I want to say these are the default settings. I forget every time I do it how I set this. So if it takes a really long time or it's way faster than usual, who cares? And those are the settings. Now, just to make sure you guys don't think I'm running this a bunch of times until I win, let me go and say, hi guys, it's 7:05 p.m. That's my proof that I'm doing this live. Let me make sure that text went through on my phone. Yep, you guys are definitely like, what's wrong with you? But I wonder if any of you will figure it out. All right, but now I'm going to start the rush. So this will determine our golfers. Whoever gets 1 will have the favorite to win the event this weekend, which starts Thursday. Whoever gets 2 will have the second best odds, 3 the third best odds, and so on. Straightforward. We've done this shit before. I'm not even going to ask if you have any questions, because you shouldn't. So let's go. Okay, I forgot there was no music. I usually add that afterwards. Commission's not moving. Jovi's got a big lead. Andy is slow, per usual. Excellent. Dick is dominating Andy. Jesus. Dick is sprinting. Then we got Caveney, Jovi, Chow, Hopkins, Silverman, Chris, Rick, Andy, Dancentola, me, and Radler. Oh my, I am so far behind. Come on! Drake May will not be mine. That's almost a lock. I need to really put some. Oh, man. Come on! Who's it going to be for first? Who's it going to be? Caveney, first golfer. Hopkins, second. Dick, third. Jovi, fourth. Silverman, fifth. Chris, sixth. Radler, seventh. Andy, eighth. Chow, ninth. Dancentola, 11th. Or Dancentola, 10th. I'm 11th. And Rick is still running. 12. Okay. So this will be your order of golfers. I will now put this up side by side with the latest draft odds, and that'll determine your golfers. So let me go and throw that onto the screen right about now. What did Dick just say? Reading that on an analog clock. Dick, I expect better from you. I knew the text would cause confusion. I knew I'd get some wisecracks, but not your best work, Dick. All right. Here are your golfers. Caveney, you got the number 1 player in the world, Scotty Scheffler. Hopkins, you got Rory. For some reason, I feel like you're a Rory fan. Dick, you got Xander. Jovi, Cam Young. Silverman, Tommy Fleetwood. I know you're a Fleetwood guy. Chris, you got Sam Burns, Radler, you got Matt Fitzpatrick. I hate that guy. Andy, you got Ludwig. That seems like a proper fit if you ask me. Chow, Colin Morikawa. The stars are aligned. Dan Centola, you got Hideki. I have Cantley, okay, and Rick Simwoo Kim. Okay, so those are your 12 golfers. If for whatever reason someone doesn't play, I'll take the next person on the list. This will be the results of the whole event, not just day one on Thursday. We're looking at final results. That will determine your draft spots depending where they rank within these 12. That's it. The draft, I can't see it because my face is covering it right now, but it is Sunday, September 30th at 8:30 p.m. I said it once, I'll say it again. If that time doesn't work for you, let me know. We can adjust it. We still have time. Given that it's a Sunday, we should be good to not have to do it too late for Silverman, who's on the later clock. So, yeah, we should be good then. We'll get our draft lottery. We'll get our draft order at the end of this weekend. We'll have a couple weeks to prepare for the draft, and then we go from there. Hello, Boba. Do you want to say hello? Do you want to say hello, buddy? Okay, cool. Okay, buddy. Rule changes, and punishments. So I threw it in the chat. I don't expect there will be many suggestions, so I didn't make a survey for it or anything. If you have ideas, send them to me or just throw them in the chat. Honestly, I'd prefer the chat because I don't think there will be many. I usually create a form because I expect there to be some, and I have some that I want to deliver, but I have no proposed rule changes. So just throw them in the chat. People will react. If they get traction, we'll put it up for vote. Punishments. Scroll back up, find that punishment form, get things in there because we will be having punishments this year, and that will be determined. We'll lock all that up before the season starts. So if you want ideas in there, put them in the form. I don't know how far it is in the thread anymore. Maybe I'll bring it back down. Last order of business. I get to announce our first ever hooligan committee. And boy, am I excited for this. I have clearly been slowing down, burning out, and just not delivering to the standard that I've set. And I'm excited to bring more people on because it didn't really make sense for me to just keep adding things without bringing you guys into it. And so I put out a survey to take volunteers, and we now will have a hooligan committee. I'll still deal with all of the bullshit pieces of the commissioner role, setting up the league, organizing when we need to make decisions, doing manual things in sleeper when it is necessary. I'll make sure that we make payment decisions, like what the prizes are and all that fun stuff. I'll also keep doing the podcast and special things content on YouTube. But we have 4 new hooligan committee members, and I'd like to introduce them to you. First up, we have Pickle Rick, the master of the draft. I'm getting it started this year. He will make sure we have, a Zoom or a video call for the draft so that we can all come together. But moving forward, starting next year, all things draft are Rick. Obviously, if he wants to, make some significant changes, not to say that he would, but if we were going to go what's it called? Keeper League or something. That is draft related. That's obviously league related. The committee would talk about this first and then before bringing it to you. But if it's draft lottery, live events, virtual events, that is Rick. I say, with that said, I'll call out his brother Dan, who also had volunteered to do this if I didn't get anyone. He's probably a good resource for you to connect, Rick, if we're going to do something in person, given that you don't live there and neither do I. Live in Massachusetts with everyone. But Rick is our master of the draft. Next up, we have the Punisher, Joe V. Joe V is going to be in charge of punishments and prizes. And so what that entails, I'm getting the punishment started. He'll help us solidify what that list is and getting that off the ground. And from there, you come in last. Jovi's making sure you pay for it. He'll also make sure you get your last place trophy or medal. He'll make sure the new champ gets the trophy. I feel like it makes sense. I can't be the one doing that when I don't have my name on that trophy. Jovi is a former champion. He might even be a former last place. I'm not sure. If so, that would be the perfect fitting. But regardless, he is the perfect Punisher. So once this year starts, Joe V will be the keeper of the punishments and the prizes. And when I say prizes, I mean physical prizes. The cash, that's someone else's duty. Because we will now have a money man. Radler is our money man. He will collect the dues, which is something I need to talk about soon. Not on this episode, but we will make sure we confirm the dues for the year and the payouts. He will make those payments throughout the season, at the end of the season, and he will just be our money man. Now, there's definitely a joke that I can make about that, but I will not do that because I understand what microaggressions are. And I'm not going to do that. So Radler is our money man. Thank you, Radler. Which probably means you will get your money way quicker than you have historically, because I have been very relaxed about money coming into me, especially going out. So now, not to put any expectations on them. By the way, I'm not telling these people how to do their roles. They get free reign to kind of operate however makes the most sense for them. At the end of the day, I don't really give a fuck. But so I won't speak on how Radler will collect and when he'll update, but he's already given me some hints, and I assume it's going to be much more organized. And then last up, we got Lieutenant Trade Party. Andy Bobandy will be captain of the trade party. That actually entails a lot. But Andy historically has been really helpful from the get-go, identifying places, thinking through how and where we should do things. He's volunteered for meals. He's always been very active. I'm sure he will lean on others to plan future trade parties. This year's trade party has a discussion coming as well, because there's probably going to be some changes. We'll get into that in a future episode. But Andy is our captain of the trade party. And together, this is our hooligan committee. So give it up for these brave, brave men volunteering their time and their brain power to make our league a better place. I am extremely appreciative of them stepping up. It should allow me to spend more time on the things that I and I think you enjoy that I do. And so I'm looking forward to this season not having to worry about the various aspects of this league and letting these guys make it their own. So that's how we're going to wrap this up. Welcome to our new hooligan committee. We have the draft lottery event this weekend. We have some things in the chat that will be coming soon, like buy-in and payouts. And then we get ready for the draft Sunday, August 30th. So that's all I got. Hopefully this was like 15 minutes or less. We will see. And I'm sure we'll chat soon. Peace out.